Welcome to this week's Pick a Card reading. My name's Trish. So this week we're going to focus on what's coming up for you, so what fate has in store for you. So I am using for you to select from your groups from my predictions deck, given that we're looking a little bit into the future for you here. So take a moment and see which card resonates with you most today. We have the HAMSA hand, the fish, group 2, and the Chinese coin, group 3. Take a moment, see which group resonates with you most, and I'll be back with your reading. Welcome back, group 2. If you've selected the HAMSA hand, then what you've received today from the predictions deck is the controlled puppet. So what that is indicating is that you are needing to get control of your life. Perhaps you are seeking protection from those that control you, or you could be feeling like you're just controlled by circumstances in your life, so you have no control over your life, and it's like your life has just been a flowing effect that you've had no control of, like you've been going with the tide. So here you're looking to seek some kind of control and take responsibility and control of your life here coming up into the future. Now I'm reading from a couple of different decks today, new decks that I'm working with on the top line. That's my Neptune Moon deck and my Astro deck. So from the top one, here with the Neptune Moon deck, we're looking at the way forward, so coming up in the future. And funny that we're looking into the future and the card of the way forward into the future. So what we're looking at here, it's asking you to start working on exercising your brain. So there could be some kind of your brain forgetfulness coming up around you, could get serious for some of you. But so what it's asking you right now to do to move into the future is start looking into what medications you're on and how that affects the brain. Start looking into the foods that you're consuming and how they affect the brain, what you can be taking in a healthy way that can help the brain, and working with games or puzzles or something to keep your mind active, because it's saying it wants you to work with your brain for the future to I guess it could be to prevent dementia or any kind of brain illnesses. That's what it's wanting to look at here for you, group 1. I'm feeling a little hesitant as I say that. I'm not quite sure where that energy is coming from, but I'm feeling there could be, you may even notice that you forget where you leave your keys, you forget where you leave certain things, you put things in silly places. You may already be starting to notice things around forgetfulness for you. Now, it doesn't mean you're going to get dementia. Please don't take it in a negative way. The cards are just saying that going forward into the future, start thinking about your brain health now and what you can do to help your brain health, because this is just a guidance to help you in the future, so to prevent anything negative or any negative side effects from happening. So it's asking you just to look into these areas. Now, what we have got for you is 5th house energy, creative energy. 5th house energy is all about, it can be music, play, fun. It's about finding joy, finding things in your life that find joy. And I feel too, what I'm picking up here is the energy of a flat mood, like it's giving me, because it's sitting next to that the card here where her eyes are closed, and it's like she's kind of looking down, she's kind of looking like tired, maybe over it, maybe a little depressed. And here it's saying that instead what you need to do is find something now that is creative, and find something that is that you enjoy doing, because you're needing to find enjoyment in your life to move forward into the future, so you don't become tired and depressed or bored. That's the energy that I'm picking up there. So this is just little tips to help you in the future with the cards are bringing forward. Now, if I'm just reading this card on its own, we're looking at moving into the future. Cloak of Forgetfulness is saying that you could be experiencing forgetfulness now. Your mind could be brain fog. You could have a bit of brain fog in there. That's why I'm feeling like that tired kindness, that you could be feeling like a little bit of brain fog. Could be where I'm bringing in that hesitant energy as well. it's like a not moving forward. So you're not moving forward. It's like the brain, it's preventing you from moving forward. It's like there's no motivation, there's no energy there. So maybe a little bit of working with some oxygen, or breathing exercises, as far as, or getting out into nature, walking, breathing, getting circulation of oxygen around your body and around your brain. That's kind of what I'm picking up around this area when I'm feeling that energy of hesitancy. I feel once you start to get things moving in your body, that's going to bring on a whole new lot of igniting your soul, igniting your passions, igniting your joy, your motivation, all of that kind of energy there. Now I've got the Venus card. The Venus is here. Venus is all about love and connection. Venus is feminine energy, so it's about getting in touch with your feminine energy. It can be like your intuition, feminine intuition, your gut instincts. It can also be balance and fairness. It's also sensual pleasures as well. Venus is all about sensual pleasures, sensual desires, but love and connection with people around you. And I feel it could also be just finding love for life as well, and connection in life as well, is what I'm feeling in this energy here. So with the tarot that we've got for you today, we've got the wands on the table, and we've got both the 2 and the 3 of wands in the upright position. So what it's telling me is that you are assessing your life. So the 3 of wands is all about expansion and growth. So 3 of wands is about reaching a certain platform or a certain stage in your life and assessing how far you've come. So assessing what you've done in the past, assessing what's behind you. You're reaching this platform, and then you're working out where to from here. So looking into the future, I guess, and that's what we are looking into today. So you're on this platform where you're thinking, do I need to change my path? Is the path that I'm on still the right path for me? Is it, could I be adding to it or expanding on the path that I'm currently on? Or do I just want to change paths at this point in my life? And then we have the 2 of wands, which is about choosing a path. So it's about getting to choosing a path. So you've got choices coming up around which path to take, where you go from here. And then you're assessing with the 3 of wands, thinking, what have I done in the past? Can I expand on that? Can I grow from that? Do I want to continue on that path, or do I want to change direction altogether? So that you've got a little bit of that going on coming into the future for you. So you're thinking about your future, thinking about how to move forward, wanting to move forward in a very motivated way, or a way that finding something in your life that brings you joy. Maybe you're not getting enough joy out of whatever you're doing in your life now, or your life situation around you just feels to be controlled, or it feels to be just like a rut, almost like a repetitive pattern. Because I'm getting this now from the controlled puppet energy, where it's just life is what it is, and you just kind of go with the flow every day. It feels very I want to say control, but I feel it's more than that. I feel it's more like just circumstances beyond your control. Even you're just going with the flow. You just feel like wheels are already in motion, and you've got no input into your life changing or where your life is. But it is saying that you do have an option to stop and assess where your life is, and think about, am I getting enough out of my life? Do I want more? Do I want more joy? Do I want more fun? Do I want more love, more connection, more joy, more harmony? Venus is also about harmony as well. So coming down the bottom, we've got the abundance card. I'll pull that in straight away. So here we're talking about maybe abundance coming up for you, or thinking about how you can get more abundance in your life. Abundance can mean many things. It doesn't have to just mean money. It can mean abundance of joy, abundance of having enough around you, feeling like you've got enough and got all of your needs met, feeling like you have everything you need. So it's not just money, but it can be money for some of you. So we're looking into money, looking into how we can attain more money, how we can attain abundance and wealth, and thinking about those things for the future, or thinking about multiplying. For some of you, it could be multiplying like rabbits. So that could be fertility as well. You think if fertility is on your mind for the future, for some of you. Now here it's been, it's getting control. So we've got on this side over here. So I'll just move this one out of the way. We've got over on this side, we've got the chakras all scattered. So the chakras are all over the place. You're unorganized. It's kind of just here, there, and everywhere. It's like you're not putting enough energy into all the areas of your life. So what it feels to be very unbalanced. You can see here there's a lot of energy here, there's an even bigger amount of energy up here, there's a tiny amount of energy here and here, and I'm not saying these are the exact spots where your energy is, but what it is showing is that you put certain amounts of energy into certain areas of your life, but you neglect other parts of your life. And that's what this card here is saying, that you need to kind of get a better balance of getting enough energy throughout all areas of your life, or all parts of you that to make a whole. So all parts of you that bring nourishment to you, your body, your life, your soul, your purpose, your love, and your connections as well here as well, given that it's underneath this one here. So here it's saying that it will all work out, but you do need to try and get a bit more balance, and you need to try and line this up a little bit better, and try and put a bit more energy into other parts of your life and not just one part or two parts or whatever it is that you're doing. Here you're looking again, this is a wasting time card in the middle of the spread here, trying to find yourself. So this energy coming in here is the energy of this up here, where you're looking at, you know, have I wasted my time over my life? It's like an assessing point where you're standing there thinking, you know, what have I done? Has it been a waste of time? Am I wasting time with what I'm doing? Am I wasting time and not moving forward? Am I just stuck? Am I just not doing anything? Am I procrastinating? All this kind of energy, and it's like you're trying to find yourself. And I feel these two are both searching energies as well. They're both about, you know, looking to the future, looking at the different paths, trying to find what is your path and what is right for you. Now the ones are the energy of divinely guided, so spirit energy, fire energy. So that can be like, fire energy is about passion, it's about igniting your curiosity, your action, your desire, it's that kind of energy of being motivated, trying to find the motivation in your life, trying to find what sparks you, what brings you creativity, because again we've got creative energy on the table as well. So trying to find this energy, and I'm feeling like it's burning like a fire, and you're trying to find where your fire is, where your passion is, what are you passionate about in your life. So this is this searching energy down the bottom here, and wondering if, you know, what you've done is a waste of time, given that we're looking at the Three of Wands, where you've come to reach a point where you assess what you've done in the past, and then what's happening moving forward, whether you're expanding on what you're doing. So given that we've got this energy on the table next to the procrastination, we're looking at, you know, how, and I don't believe we ever waste time with what we've done. To a point, some people do, but I feel like what we learn, even if it feels like it's the wrong path now, it was important for us at the time. So I feel like there's no wrong answers unless you're completely, you know, you're in bed all the time, you're not living life. So if you're not living life, not actively participating in life, that's the only time I feel like you're procrastinating and actually wasting your life. So here it's saying you're searching, you're trying to find yourself, and both of these cards to me look like you're trying to find something. You're trying to find yourself, you're trying to find yourself in the future, because you're wondering if this is all there is, the life that you have now, this is what there is. So it's almost like the assessing of, okay, this is what my life has been, and do I want another 10 years of this? What have I achieved out of this? Have I wasted my time over the 10 years? And you think about what you can achieve in 10 years, you can get a doctorate. So, I mean, thinking forward, like what you start now, in 10 years time, it could be a massive achievement. So it's that kind of energy. So it feels like, you know, you're working on what's that passion, what ignites you, what inspires you, you know, what you want your future to be. And then but you're looking, you're searching, you're trying to find yourself, you're trying, and what helps you there is your love and your connection and your creativity energy. So what inspires you? And because we've got the wands on the table, which is all about divine inspiration, what inspires you, what ignites your passion, they're your compass to where you're meant to be, what your path is. So we're setting the foundations for the path forward. Of course, the foundations comes up on the next card. We've got 2, 3 and 4. So we're moving into then when I say 2, 3 and 4, so you understand what I'm saying, I'm talking about how we've got the wands on the table, we've got the 2 of wands in upright, and then we've got the 3 of wands in upright. So next, of course, would come the 4 of wands in upright. So, and that's talking about setting the foundations, celebrating and setting foundations for achievement here. So that's what's coming up. But at the moment, you're still in the stage of searching and finding yourself and working out, is something going to be a waste of time? Have you wasted any time? And kind of searching and finding that. So it's about and putting energy in the right place. But you've got the expansion and go bigger. And that to me feels like what I spoke about when I said, think about what you can achieve over 10 years. So, you want your life a certain way, even though you don't quite know what it is right at this moment. You find that by finding what fuels you, where your passion is, where that creative energy, what makes you happy, what brings you joy, what brings you love and connection. That's your kind of your guidepost to what your heart wants, what your passion is, what your mission is in this life. So we're looking at going bigger, and this is what this one here is as well. And they're sitting diagonal to each other. So the three of wands is also about expansion and growth. So it's about going bigger with what you're already doing, or saying that what you're doing now is about to take off and get really big. So, and we've got the expansion and get bigger energy there as well. So let me just tap in and see if there's anything else I can bring for you, group 1. Okay, so we're balancing money, we're organising money. I'm coming back into the money now, so we're looking at balancing our finances. So I guess if the choices that we make now at this moment around finances affect us in the future. So if we want more in the future, we have to take the steps now to, and however that is. So, whether that's looking at your expenditure, looking at your income in, working out if you need to increase that, working out if you need to spend less. So what you do right now affects you in the future. So if you're wanting to expand and go bigger, you need to make those steps now. Get your finances lined up, of course. So hopefully that makes sense to you, group 1. I will see you again next week. Welcome back, group 2. If you've selected the fish, then this is your reading. Now, you've received from the predictions card the offerings donations card. So what that indicates is that there could be offerings coming forward for you, a promotion, donations where needed. You could be receiving help or assistance from friends or family. You could be offering friends or family assistance or donations or what's needed to help them through. So this is what's coming up for you. It's a beautiful bounty that I'm seeing there. You can see she's holding a big bounty, and then we have Jupiter's bounty as well on the table as well. So I'm seeing an like an offering, or it could even be like an offering from spirit. It could be coming in as like a gift for your hard work, as far as bestowing on you lots of new knowledge, lots of new connection, information, and then we've got the connection card sitting there as well, on the table as well. So I'm feeling for some of you it's like a spiritual bounty. It's a connection of coming forward for you in the future, and I jumped straight into this reading, sorry, group 2. We are looking into the future, looking what's coming for you, what's next, what fate has in store for you. Now I'm reading from a couple of different cards. On the top here is their new decks for me, so I'm just bonding with them, learning to read from them and connecting with them. So, and I jumped into your reading straight away because it was just there, it was just in your face. So, and I'm ignoring the tarot on top, and I'll get back to that one, but coming back into your energy here. So we've got this beautiful bounty, Jupiter's bounty. Jupiter's bounty is about luck, growth and expansion. It's about a time coming in of big knowledge, big creative energy, lucky energy, curiosities, wanting to explore, wanting to learn, wanting to opportunities coming your way. So, and especially since we've got the offerings coming forward for you in the future, which is opportunities coming your way. Now, as I said, for some of you it's spiritually based, for some of you it's materially based, and because we've got the material, and actually that's the 2 tarot cards we've got on the table. So we've got the material and we've got the spiritual realm. So this, with the wands are your fire realm, they're your spiritual realm. The coins are your earth realm, your physical material realm. And so for some of you it could be a bit of both. For some of you it could be one or the other. Now the King in reverse, so the King of Pentacles in reverse is saying that you need to get a bit of a control over your spending. It's saying that you need to get a control over your physical life, your material life. Where's that heading? Looking into the future, we're moving forward with your material existence, focusing more on your material body, which can also mean your body, your physical body, your health, making sure that your bone density and your muscle mass is what I'm hearing. I'm just telling you what I'm hearing as we go here. So looking into the health of your bone mass and your muscle mass and your bone health moving forward. And I'm guessing that's it could be anything from lack of certain vitamins or minerals. It could be needing to exercise or work out. That's that kind of energy that I'm bringing forward here. So really focusing on this physical body. I'm feeling mostly that it's body related here, and this is your vessel that takes you forward into the future. So this is where you need to, group 1 had to focus on brain health. For you, I'm feeling it's body health, muscle mass and bone density. So you're really focusing on what foods that you're consuming, how they affect your muscle mass and your bone density, any vitamins or minerals that you're lacking in that could be affecting the future of your bones or your muscle mass. Getting sunshine, I guess, for vitamin D, and I'm feeling also it's like sorry, I lost that one. I didn't pull that one through quick enough. Anyway, I'll move back along from that one. Now we've got so it is here about controlled spending. So that's what it says on the cards. It could be for some of you having to control your spending, but I feel it's really physically body related here. Now the other tarot, well, we've got it here, it's in the reverse position as well. It is the Two of Wands in the reverse position. So back group 2, sorry, I just had to work on the mic then. I felt like the mic was a little bit too hot then. So hopefully you could understand the first part of that reading, because I can't bring that information back through again. Okay, so here we have got, getting back into the tarot. Reverse cards can indicate things that you've done in the past, moves forward into the future, because we are looking at fate and future for this reading. So lack of planning, I'm feeling like you're needing to plan a little bit more. There's like a lack of planning moving forward into the future. Not thinking about your future very well here. Lack of planning for your health. Lack of planning for, the body that you're taking forward into the future. The life that you're moving forward into the future with. So it's a little bit more planning I feel is needed here, given that we've got the Two of Wands in the reverse position. So having the 2 reversal cards on the table from the tarot is kind of giving me that sense of things done in the past come forward in the future. So how you've treated your body in the past, or how you've treated your mind, body, soul, because we've got the spiritual card on the table as well. It has an effect on your future as well. So it's like cause and effect energy coming in here. What you do now affects you in the future. What you've done in the past also affects you in the future. So your body cannot go on, if you're eating so much sugar, your body in the future is not going to deal with that very well. So what you do now affects you in the future, and that's what these reversal cards are trying to show me, both on a spiritual connection and both with your physical body energy here as well, given that we've got coins and fire on the table. Okay, from my signature deck down the bottom, this is my everyday general reading deck. It's saying we're looking at expansion and going bigger here. This one here is expansion energy going bigger, sitting underneath Jupiter's bounty. So Jupiter's bounty is expansion and growth. So coming into the future, we're looking at expansion and growth, taking things to the next level, getting a bigger house, getting a better job, getting a, more energy, it's bigger, it's going bigger with things, expanding on situations, being careful about expanding of weight issues here as well. Not for everybody, just for some person that just popped in there for a quick little second. And I guess that's the protecting yourself from that energy there. Also protecting your energy from ups and downs, emotional ups and downs. So whether that's somebody around you that's a bit either bipolar, or energy of extreme mood swings, or 1 minute they're up, 1 minute they're down. Could be you, it could be somebody around you, but you're needing to protect your energy from that in some way. So either protecting yourself. Now if it's for you, it could be related to maybe what you're consuming. Again, I'm coming into consuming because this person here is holding a big bounty of food or vegetables, or it's a bounty, so it's food related, it's body related to me, this reading. So this energy here of up and down is giving me the feeling of insulin, because they brought sugar to my attention before. So the insulin, so the ups and downs of sugar, insulin in your body, and how that affects your body. And in here, you're needing to protect yourself now from that, because it gets worse in the future. So it's saying what we look at now and what changes we make now affect us in the future. So lack of planning and not making changes, not looking into things better, we're just riding this wave of ups and downs is what's coming in here. So we're needing to reassess and come back to it. So reassess and come back to it, I'm feeling is, assess what you're taking now, what you're doing now, because it will come back around in the future, as I said, and that's what that energy is right there. Resilience means something has gone on for a very long time. Maybe you've done a certain thing for a certain long time. Maybe it's a habit. Maybe it's like, I'm thinking smoking now, drinking, those kind of things. Habitual things that you do habitually, and you've done it for a long time. So this is maybe where you're needing to withdraw from those things, because we've got the Hermit card here, withdrawing from certain things in your life, certain habits that are not good, whether they're spiritual misalignment, or whether they're money related addictions, or not so good on your hip pocket. But I'm feeling here, I'm pulling this energy, I've got to stay with this energy, because it kind of feels very scattery and it's pushing me all over the place. So I don't know if that's because there's like a few people having different kind of things, or if it's like the energy meaning that you're a bit scattered and that you're up and down kind of energy, and it's like pulling me all over the place, and it's not focused energy is what I'm not getting on a certain it's not like a one narrow line, it's like pulling me all over the place. So that could be like your energy is going here, there and everywhere, and it's not a direct stream into something. It feels like you're just like you've got all this energy coming off. It could even be like leaking energy too, like certain habits, or because I'm coming back in now to this habitual energy here, could be causing leakage of energy. So certain people could be draining you as well, and that you've been around for a long time, you're not even aware that they're draining your energy. So what I'm seeing now is like a stream. What they're showing me is like a stream of energy, and I'm hearing conscious thought too, could be related to your thoughts as well, and it's like this leaky energy goes in all these different directions. So that indicates either certain things that you're doing is draining your energy, or certain people around you is draining your energy and have done for such a long time. Now the Hermit also indicates that you need to reflect on your life, you need to go within, and I feel sometimes when the Hermit appears, it's like when you need to get away from certain people just to recharge your energy, and that's what they're kind of giving me. It's like you're battle weary here. You've been in a certain situation for a very long time, and that can make you battle weary. And it may not even be that you're fighting or anything like that. It could just be that you're around a certain person that can be quite draining. It could be like emotional up and down, bipolar, depression, all those kind of things, and that can be quite draining on you, even though you don't realize at the time. You've just used to being in that situation, living with that situation. It's saying that sometimes you need to really think about withdrawing from everybody for a moment. I don't encourage complete withdrawal or anything, and maybe that's what you do. Sometimes that's that bipolar energy, and sometimes you're very withdrawn and you go within and you don't want to be around people. But I'm feeling like if that is the case, then you're needing to use that time in ways to improve your energy, grow your energy, not get further backwards. So don't get more depressed by being on your own. Because some people need that connection to be able to grow. People grow and expand from the connection of others. So, and I guess that can also be the same as the opposite, where I said somebody draining energy. Some people really need to be around people to gain energy. They gain energy from friendships and connections and joy around other people. So by withdrawing here, it could be that you're lacking that, or you're missing that, or you're not fueling yourself in that way as well. It's like this leaky energy going out everywhere. Sorry, I just hit the mic then. So it's like this leaky kind of energy that I'm feeling. So for some of you, Hermit means withdraw, reflect on your life, take that time to charge your energy up. If it's been people around you that's been draining you, you need to really come back into your own energy, come back to your own joy, find what it is that makes you feel good, and grow from that. For some of you, I feel that you may be withdrawing due to depression, bipolar, this kind of energy here. And these things have been going on for a long time. So it's you needing to reassess what you're doing here. Coming back up to the Astro deck, I'm feeling that's the connection. I brought that in already. We've got the 7th house, which indicates relationships around you. So relationships around you are very important. You learn, you grow, you expand from that in this life, from the relationships that are around you, whether they've been difficult, been up and down, or whether you get fueled from that energy. But your life revolves around your connections with people here, and sometimes you feel like you need to retreat from that. Here we've got this adaptability. We've got the Gemini energy here, and Gemini is all about communication. So it's getting better communication within your relationships, because your 7th house is all about your partner or about your relationships in your life, business partner, romantic partner, or relationships. So here I'm feeling with the Gemini saying, okay, I'm getting 2 things here. Gemini is saying communication, need better communication. Just had a little interruption. I'll get back into the flow of your reading, group 2. We've got the Gemini energy, which can indicate communication. Better communication is needed within your relationships. Now let me try and pull through what the other thing was that was coming through here. It was related to the Gemini to people. So it's almost like 2 people, being that on one hand you can be one way, and in another situation you can be another way. So it's giving me the energy of your public face is different to your private life face, and it's that case for a lot of people. But I'm feeling like the energy of like that bipolar energy here, like with the twins. It's like, you know, 1 minute you can be quite jovial, and then 1 minute you can be quite down. So that could be related to you or somebody around you. That was the thing that I kind of brought in. I did have to stop there for a moment, so I couldn't pull anything else through from that one. So let me just take another look, group 2, to see if there's anything else on the table for you here. Okay, we've got the Stellar Gateways, which I haven't read, and it's asking you to start making a giant leap forward. So Jupiter wants to expand. It brings you Jupiter here. Jupiter's bounty wants to expand your luck, your wealth, your opportunities. So here we've got some opportunities coming forward for you in the future, and Jupiter wants to expand on that energy. It wants to bring you great new big opportunities, but it wants you to take a leap forward. So the Stellar Gateways means that you have to cross the threshold. You have to make the effort. You have to make the jump forward. So it's just not going to be handed to you and you just expect that, and you get, 5 years down the track and you think, well, nothing happened. Well, it's like you have to be the one to make the leap forward, and that's what it's saying right here. These opportunities you may find around you, and they may not even come unless you start putting your foot forward first. So it's giving me this: if you start making the effort and putting your feet forward first, then that's when you will start. The universe is going to give to you, or opportunities are coming in from everywhere around you. But I'm feeling if you're not doing anything, then that's not actually going to happen. If you're just retreating here and not participating, not moving forward in life, not making the effort, not making the leap forward, then you won't receive those big opportunities. So that's what these kind of cards are just giving me, that energy there. So thank you so much for joining me, group 2. I will see you again next week. Welcome, group 3. If you've selected the Chinese coin, then this is your reading. Now the card that you've selected from the predictions deck is AI Tech. Now I feel a really radiant energy coming from you, group 3. It's very exciting energy that I'm feeling around you. I feel fueled, I feel invigorated around you. So I'm feeling like this, like embracing the way forward, embracing technology, embracing AI, and it's really exciting energy. It's being in alignment with the future, being in alignment with changes and progressions and innovations and inventions. It's like you're really on board, and you really get your head around all of this kind of thing. So I feel it's quite positive energy for you, group 3, coming into the future. I feel this energy of the changes that are made in the world, the all this new tech and new kind of creative innovations. I'm feeling you're very connected, very aligned to it, very excited by it, because because I'm feeling quite invigorated by your energy here with these cards that I've just read. Now I'm using a couple of different decks on the top row here. These are my 2 new decks, and I have 3 new decks currently working with, so I'm just kind of getting to bond with them and see how they read and where they fit. So that's why I'm reading with them today, but they've so far been coming out really great considering what they're based on. They're fitting very well into the picker cards either, and they're quite easy to read. Now this is my Neptune Moon deck up the top here, and that's talking about radiant energy alignment. So it's asking you to consider your energetic body, your aura, your chakras, and then next to the atmospheric influence is asking you to understand how others affect you. So I'm feeling quite empathic energy around you. You feel, okay, what I'm feeling around you, group 3, is like you sometimes feel a certain way, and you've got to understand if it's your energy or if it's somebody else's energy, because I'm feeling quite a very open aura. Like it feels to be like it's radiant, it's beautiful, but I feel like like it's almost like if 2 auras touch, you feel that energy, or you sometimes affected by that energy, and that's kind of what I'm picking up here, because we're talking about chakras and auras. It feels very open, vibrant, and radiant, but it feels to me that sometimes if you come into contact with other ones of maybe opposite feeling, then I'm feeling like you can be affected by that. So it's asking you to take a look at sometimes your moods, are they influenced by other people? Also with the atmospheric influence can say that you are, and I'm sorry I'm talking so fast with your reading, group 3, for some reason. It feels like there's a lot coming through here. It's quite a really strong connection I've got with you, group 3. So I don't want to lose anything that was coming through then. Atmospheric influence being that you affect others. So your radiance affects other people. It invigorates people, it fuels people. It's such a beautiful energy here that I'm feeling that it's quite a good energy to be around. You have a beautiful energy to be around. So on that case, but then also I'm feeling that you've got that empathy or empathetic energy here, empath ability, so that way you feel other people, or sometimes you feel a certain way because of somebody's energy. And that's bringing me in with that first radiant energy alignment being your chakras and your aura, and coming into contact with other people's auras can be affected that way. Atmospheric influence can also be about what's going on in our environments. You're affected by those changes as well. So therefore things like you could be affected by the Schumann resonance, or you could be affected by solar flare energy, or whatever the G-class flares, or whatever's coming off the sun affects your energy that way. I feel like you've got such a beautiful, big, radiant it feels like it's almost like antennas to me with your aura, and it feels like you pick up really easily, like you're picking up whatever's going on with the sun. It's like you're picking it up in your field, your energetic field. I love your energy, group 3. It's like I feel I just love it. I just feel it feels right up my alley, and I just really love being in your energy, group 3. Okay, so we've got the Merchant here, which we've got Mercury coming in from the Astro deck, and that is saying gift of the gab. So the Mercury is all about communication. It's about their salespeople, their advertising, their marketing. They're good at those kind of things. I also feel here you've got the Capricorn energy as well. Capricorn energy is giving me that ambitious, hardworking energy. So you have a really good, strong, solid energy around you for moving forward. You're quite ambitious, you're goal orientated. It's like you've got gifts, you've got great gifts. I feel it's a lot related to your energy, like your chakras and your aura. So you probably work with that. You could be a healer, you could be like you're very open, you're very aligned is what I'm feeling. You're aligned. You've got this really good energy coming in from the earth, grounding, really good grounding, but then you're also very good, great connection here as well. I feel very, very aligned, very free flowing. And then coming down, I'm looking straight up here. We've got the chakras in alignment, in a beautiful balance, and that's why I feel your energy feels so great. It feels good. So up here on this card here, I've just got to say we've got the energy of auras. It says auras and chakras. Down the bottom we've got the chakras, and the chakras are all aligned. So it's saying for other people that are needing a message here, because it's a group reading, we're looking at organized, and it's saying things are all going to work out. Nutrition adjustment is what you may need to look at. So what we're reading on today is what fate has in store for us, what's coming moving forward. Now I feel quite positive with your energy, because I feel you've got great gifts. I feel that you're hardworking, ambitious. I feel you're not wasting time. I feel, you know, what's coming forward for you in the future is big. We've got the big picture below it, so that's more to it. It's bigger. You've got this great level of focus and clarity, like you've got the good visualization, manifesting energy right here. It feels really good, positive energy. Now I've got a shift of focus and card here. Shift of focus. Shift of focus can be that perhaps you're needing to think bigger than what you are. Maybe what's on the horizon for you is bigger than what you are thinking now. And I'm getting that too because AI tech card on the table. We don't know what's coming in the future. We don't know, you know, what great innovations are coming. We don't know all these positive things coming from the future. And I know sometimes people, when they think of AI, they go straight to the negative, and they think okay, AI is going to take over our jobs and all of that kind of thing. Yeah, and it will. You know, it will take over. Innovations are going to take over some industries, and in that way, you've got to be able to move forward. And it's happened to me. So, in my job, like, innovations have come into my industry, and it's where now I've had to make decisions to move forward. I also have Pluto on my ascendant line, and that's pushing me to make changes in my life. I'm feeling very Aquarian energy here as well, because that's why I'm talking. Pluto's in Aquarius at the moment, sitting 0 degrees on the ascendant line, and tech is all an Aquarian thing. It's all about technology. So you could have strong Aquarian energy here in your chart. Group 3, it could be, and that doesn't mean ascendant, doesn't mean moon or sun. It can mean your 10th house. It could mean your Aquarius is going to be somewhere, but it could be in a really important placement. It could be, you know, where your North Node mission is. So it's I'm feeling the energy here is that adaptability around you, like this energy of being able to move forward into the future, being a hard worker, having gifts yourself, and being able to, you know, move with the time. So if it comes into your industry and that industry is no longer there, then I feel you'll have the skills to move on to another industry or to move forward. I feel you're such a great gifted, you've got great skills, you've got great gifts, you've got ambition. I feel you're going to be fine with whatever technology. So for some of you, I feel like your industry will be affected by AI and innovations, and that will affect where you go. But I feel that you have got good enough skills, and you've got a good enough work ethic that you'll be able to cope with that well. Getting back to the perspective and the shift of focus, we've got like changing your perspective, and I feel like I don't think you're really gathering or really understanding just how big things can be, or where innovation and technology can lead us in the future. So I'm feeling like maybe a little bit of perspective change here around that kind of thing, and understand that you know, if AI does come in and take over your industry, and, you know, like certain jobs are redundant, then it's all about being able to, we'll work out, it's saying it's all about being able to shift your focus and work out how you can use your skills and your gifts in other ways, and I think you're going to be fine. Okay, so coming back, so, okay, my energy is slowing a little bit now, so it was quite a lot to get out in that one short period there, group 3, but I'm feeling I can really focus now, and I'm coming back into this focus and mental clarity. So my energy is slowing here, so I'm feeling like settling into this energy a lot better than you know, worried about certain changes, either worried about where AI is taking us, worried about technology, that kind of thing. It feels like, you know, I think you've got everything you need to get by, and everything's going to be okay. Everything will work out. So don't be worrying about these things. I'm feeling everything is, you've just got to be more flowing here, because I'm coming into this calmer energy of just being able to open up and go with the flow here as well, especially since we've got this beautiful energy around us and opening chakras, balancing chakras. Now we do have the nutrition adjustment on the table. And that is asking you to get a bit more clarity, because we've got the moon's in reverse, but it's saying we get a little bit more clarity about nutrition, understanding what you're eating. And okay, what I'm getting here with this is that it's like, one thing they're showing me, the food pyramid, and understanding that who sponsors that pyramid, without being too conspiracy getting into this, is like have better balance. I'm feeling there needs to be better balance within your nutrition here, for one thing. The other thing is that you might be thinking that you're eating very good and healthy and vegetables, but what is on those vegetables? So it's like getting a better understanding, or taking off the blindfolds and getting a bit more clarity into what you're eating. So yeah, you think you might be following the food pyramid, but that food pyramid is going to change. So it has changed. So what you're doing now may not be what's considered the right thing to do in the future. So have a bit more focus change, perspective change. It's like common sense as to what you're consuming, but consider what's on what you're consuming. So you might be thinking you're doing something really good by following the pyramid, or by eating lots of like even vegetarian or vegan, but understanding what are you supplementing, what are you bringing in instead, and how is that affecting you. Now I'm thinking things like soy, and those kind of things. So thinking about the long-term health effects of the choices that you make now regarding your nutrition. That's what I'm getting there. So they did bring in vegan, vegetarian in there for a quick second, but it's asking you to consider exactly whatever it is that you're doing, and you think you're doing the right thing. You've got to consider that you may find in the future that what you have been consuming is not good for you. Now, a little story that it's just bringing to mind now is water in Australia. We've got carcinogenics. They've just come out with it. Now, I've known this for quite a few years, because I used to rabbit hole over a decade ago, so I stopped consuming tap water. So, but they're just coming to light with it now. I think about 2011 I started looking into that, and they're coming out with it now 2024. So, over a decade later, the government and the new mainstream news is coming out that we've got carcinogenics in our water supplies, and that in America these substances are banned. You can have zero tolerance for these PFAS, I think they're called. I'm not quite sure I'm saying that right, but it's showing me that you think this is what I'm getting at. Like, they're showing me now that you think you're drinking your 2 litres a day and you're doing good, but then you find out over a decade later that what's in that water that you've been drinking all this time, these 2 litres a day that you've been told to drink, and then all of a sudden we're finding out it's got all these cancer causing properties in the water. And that's kind of what I'm getting at. It's like, you think you got to really adjust your nutrition and really look into, and I mean, I knew this stuff over a decade ago, so like 13 or so years ago I looked into this stuff. So I've known it all along. I've told my friends and family, and they've all gone off tap water as well in that time. But all these people that didn't know these things didn't know. And what are we doing right now that we don't know about in the future? Like, what are we going to find out in the future? And I'm getting like tech too, like tech now is making me think of like Teflon and things like that. So how that affects our health. It comes out and it's a great new innovation, great new invention, and then we use it, and only to discover that it has affected our health. So, and this is what I'm bringing in with your reading. So what I'm focusing on today is things coming forward into the future, and what fate brings us, and what we need to think about now in this life right now to move forward in a healthy way, and make sure that we've got this healthy vessel moving forward. For you, I feel it's really connected to innovations. It could be innovations. I know it's like been microwaves in the past and Teflon, and now I'm getting like air fryer. I don't know. We don't know what that does. That's like a relatively new innovation. We don't know how that's going to affect us in the future. And it's not just that, but that's the energy, and that's where I'm trying to go innovations, technology that we think are fantastic right now, only to discover 10-15 years down the track that they've been cancer causing. So it's looking into those kind of things now. It's shifting our focus and our perspective on certain things, and really taking a deeper look, because the information's out there. Like I found that, like I said, with the water, I found that information over a decade ago. So the information's always been there. People just think, oh, you know, you're a conspiracy theorist, or you're a tin foil hat wearer. But now we're finding on mainstream media, and the government's coming forward saying that the PFAS or whatever's in the water are cancer causing, and 4 times above the level of what it should be, and America has zero tolerance for that particular chemical at all. But Australia quite happily put it in our water supply, 4 times above the limit that is healthy to consume. And we don't know about these things at the time, and that's what I'm saying. You need to take a look. You need to look at what you're consuming, and that's the message for you moving forward, to move forward with such a beautiful, healthy vessel, because I feel energetically beautiful. Your energy is amazing energetically, but I think, you know, you need to consider technologies, innovations, things that were considered and feel like they're good for us right now, we may find in a decade that they're not. So that's where the message is coming in for you, Group 3, to really look into those things. There's a bigger picture to it. There's more to it. Focus and mental clarity. I'm just summarizing your reading now. Focus and mental clarity, I'm feeling here is, it could be like brain fog, mind health, moving forward with your mind. Now, I do apologize for that phone. I am coming to the end of your reading here, Group 3, and I'm just feeling here with this, we've got to keep that brain active, keep that brain strong, and make sure that anything we're not taking is not affecting the brain, and look into how certain things that we have affect our brain in the future, our brain health. That's what I'm seeing for you, Group 3. So thank you so much for joining me. I will see you again next week.